Nice quiet place to walk at night. Nice cactus behind her.
Now I'm in here. Welcome everybody to our daily gun show. Come be live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, and we talk about guns for an hour. So I can't tell how many people are out there right now, so everybody will have to chime in. And in the meantime, we're going to go over to the screen share here, and we'll see if anybody shows up. And we will go to not this, but this, and that'll take us over to the play on YouTube. Boom. And then we can go down a little ways and we'll see the description to the video. And in the description to the video, we got some stuff to be looking at. So today there was a video by Kingpin. A lot of people know Kingpin as a bowling pin, walks around with a gun, and he's in the pocket of Big Odyssey. So he's all about using Odyssey. And there's a video by him over here. It's got 41 views, so it's a platform. I didn't actually look at it, but I'm guessing well, I know he's already got a video over there, and he posted it on Odyssey also. I don't have that open right now. But we could talk about if anybody has used the Odyssey platform yet and what you think about it. Let's see, we also have a video by Jared over there on Guns and Gadgets. Come on, ads. And then he's talking with Rachel Malone, and they're talking about Texas Gun Owners Lobby Day. And we got gun owners of Texas here. We got the sign up for it, and then we got the more info on it. So they chatted for about 12 minutes about it, and they're calling it Gold Gun Owners Lobby Day. Find out if Clover shows up tonight and if he's going to this thing. Let's see, here are 5 reasons why you should sign up today. You'll have first access to the GOA bill list. Gun Owners America is pronounced GOA. Bill list with both the good bills and the bad bills. So they're not going to show anybody else that list, only you people that pay for it. We'll give you an exclusive access to the archive video from phase 1 Zoom session, whatever the hell that means. We'll have a chance to connect with others from your own district who also want to help you stand up for gun rights. So that's good. They'll help people connect. Registering for it, just like registering for a gun. It's the only way to get a paper copy of our Talking Points booklet mailed to you. I suspect that's because they're not just going to mail it to the entire state of Texas. It's probably inefficient. Participating in Gold gives you access to special updates during the legislative session. So I suspect that that's a way, again, since they're going to get people together, it's a way they can disseminate info to people who are actually active. So you can stand around going, people should be doing something, or you could do something. Sign up today. You click on this. What does it take you to? What do you know? The Eventbrite page that we're about to look at in a second. They mail a lot of junk, though. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. And I don't know, I can't even tell you how much junk mail I've got from these places. And I'm one of them hippies that likes trees, so it bothers me to no end from both angles. Texas Gold, step 1, joining us for a Zoom on January 16th. That's one thing I will recommend you do on January 16th. From 12 to 3. So I'm wondering if we got some Texans out there, if y'all going to be going in. They have to say it like this, if y'all going to be going into this thing or not. But again, I don't know if I dropped the link, but here's the link. Boom. 5 reasons to register for Texas Gold. Bam, bam. All right. So a Zoom briefing on the 12th. help you during the month. You're going to help set up a meeting with your state reps and your state senator, give you some materials so that you can confidently lobby. You want to be a confident lobbyer for your gun rights or for our Second Amendment rights, right? The most common excuse we hear is we don't support your rights is, or the most common excuse they hear from legislatures, I got the hiccup, sorry, from legislatures who don't want to support your rights is, I don't think my constituents want constitutional carry. Now is your chance to prove them wrong. Are they ripping off the DC project? Of course they are. They're totally ripping off a bunch of girls. But you might as well rip off girls because that's what you do. When girls do something good, you copy it and act like you did it first. That's mansplaining. Oh, here's a girl. Right on. So we are going to have a quiz. You notice that there is a background here, and this is all about the tactical quiz tonight. So I don't think I can get rid of this. But then you don't hear me, I guess. So if I bring all this stuff back again, we are going to be spinning it up a little bit differently tonight. You may notice that we're both on 2 channels because number 1, we're that good, and number 2, we're going to have a chat battle tonight. So you might be ready to win, but are you ready to compete? Because it's not just a gimme. I know you're in California, so you're used to a lot of gimmies, but here it's going to be a competition. Not a battle to the death, because right at the end, we'll let everybody live, but everybody will know it could have been a battle to the death. All right, so now that's all your reasons. Texas gold. That's the kind of heavy metal you want to be investing in, right? Investing your time in. It's more like it. Let's see, then we got some kind of stupid image. I don't know what this is. I guess a splash page for it. Well, you'll get some sort of handicap, you know, some sort of a leg up because of the glass ceiling and whatever. All right, well, so then we have the actual Eventbrite. Call me old, but I don't go to Eventbrite because I'm scared of it. I don't even know what it is. It's some sort of thing where you have to sign up. It's like Ticketron, except for the internet. I don't know. So this is Texas Gold. Oh, this dude here sent me a patch, and I got your patch in the mail. There'll be a mail call Monday about that. Thank you for that. And it is January 16th, 11 to 2. I guess it's just that Zoom meeting. So, big whoop. I guess we'll see if you can go if you're not in Texas. And then we'll go to it, and then we'll brag about it afterwards. We'll be like, oh, it wasn't good enough, or like, oh, they didn't do it fast enough, or they should have done it before. Right? But yeah, sounds pretty cool. This is Gun Owners of America. I don't really see anything about Gun Owners of America on here, so maybe it's a different thing, and Gun Owners of America is promoting it. But oh, it costs $10. Man, Second Amendment costs money. Oh man. All right, well, whatever. So you people that are rich can go to it, I guess. I can't afford to spend that kind of money on 2A for Texas. But it is pretty cool. I mean, Illinois Gun Owners Lobby Day is already a thing, but, you know, Texas can steal it if they want. It's all good. All right, so now we'll go to the next thing on the list. And there's not even any Texans. Oh, sorry, there's one Texan in here. Excuse me. Next up is don't open carry with whoever the hell these people are. So Walt got all pissed. So if you go over to this video and watch it. It's not that long. It's like 3 minutes, 23 seconds long, but it's pretty good. He has a real opinion, I think, about people that are planning on doing this BS psyops garbage. Yeah, we're definitely in the midst of an interesting set of stresses and pressures, and there definitely a lot of craziness going to be happening. And not because of people's actions, but because of the way people are going to interpret things and portray things. So a lot of interesting stuff about to happen, I think. And then lastly, it's looking back at history so that we don't forget where we come from and on whose shoulders we stand. So that would be this guy from Japan who made some rifles that tried to kill us and then eventually got taken home in a bunch of duffel bags and behind boxes, I'm guessing. And then now we're sticking around here and there at gun shows. They're pretty neat. And then he died in 1915. So maybe it was World War II guns. I mean, World War I guns that he invented. and they just stuck around till World War II. I don't keep track of Japanese rifles. Maybe Bob would know. He's out there. Or I should have done this one. I'm just being mean to Angelina. And then we got Modern Marvels. So this is the anniversary. We were all sitting around. Let's see, who would be around here? Probably nobody out here would be watching back then. I don't think Bob was even around in 2012. But we were all sitting around at the hotel. It was what was the name of that place? They're all over the place. Motel 6. Pretty nice place, actually. And that was one of those years where a lot of us were there. So it was a person on each bed, Hoss on the floor, and then another room with a person on each bed. And we were all crammed, like 5 or 6 people into this hotel room, sitting on the beds because there was nothing in that room besides 2 beds and nothing, the TV. And then watching that air. We were doing that live. Let's see. And then that's about it. So that was the stuff that we had on the agenda today. However, we've got, let's see, how many people are watching on the Daily Gun Show channel, which is where it's supposed to be? And then how many people are watching on the Gun Websites channel where it's extra? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Modern Marvels. Me and my grandpa used to watch it all the time. So I was just sitting here minding my business one day. I guess it would have been in 2011. Maybe it was even earlier than that. I don't remember. Remember, it took a little while for him to actually air the thing. But I was just sitting here minding my business. And then they emailed me. And back then, I knew some other people who were outside of the gun industry because I was pretty big in the gun one. There wasn't anybody else bigger to ask yet. Well, there was a couple of people, but not anybody were to ask. So I asked some people I knew that had done TV stuff or that were big enough to get that kind of attention, and then got some advice, and then said, okay, I'll answer it. Because I guess the thing was back then, there was a whole bunch of preppers that were getting weird advice, and TVs would come to us quite often. Back then on the cable, the gun stuff was a big deal. Everybody was into gun TV shows, so a whole bunch of people got burned and had various experiences. So when they came to me and it was Modern Marvels, I was like, well, this isn't like, something I'd never heard of, because all the other approaches were people I'd never heard of. I don't really get them anymore, but I used to get them all the time. But anyway, it was kind of fun. And then once it happened, I was like, okay, whatever. And then sure enough, it went up. So yeah, my hands in my guns are on Modern Marvels. 9 to 12 seconds, depending on which version you see. Because they did it first in 2012, and then they remixed it into another version and put that on Netflix. And it's called like the best of season 12 or something, or the best of season 2. No, it wasn't season 2. It would have been like season 9 or something. It was definitely not the beginning of Modern Marvels. Anyway, so it was pretty neat. And I didn't get paid or nothing. It was just a thing to be able to say. And then I found this, which is a recreation of, and we're seeing if anybody is saying over here, nobody's saying it yet, which side you're on. Are you on the, let's see, Daily Gun Show side, where it's supposed to be? There's 7 people allegedly watching over there. Or are you on the Gun Website side, where it's not even supposed to be? This is like an extra show for you people. It's 10 people watching over here. You see what I'm saying? There's 2 different chats running right now. Number 1, I'm that good. I have that kind of clout with the YouTube. I can just run the chat on as many chats as I feel like, as many channels as I want. And also, I don't like all these people in one pile. So we're now segregating the chat between 2 for a chat battle. So that's why I'm trying to figure out who's where and who's going to admit where they're at and who's just going to mope and not get nothing for being over there. Oh, I just closed one. Which one did I close? This one. Took me like an hour and a half to get that set up. All right. Come on. Come on, man. There. Now we can watch this. So I was sitting here watching TV, and I found a dramatization of this one time when 9mm and 9mm plus P took 380 ACP out on a boat, got them all drunk, and then they karate chopped him in the throat, threw him in the water, and then made out in front of them as they drove away. How do you rewind Instagram? You got to do this, I guess. I'll do it with the sound on this time. So they slowly lift up that thing while he's watching, and then they drop him right over the side. Sitting there choking on the karate chop, and then he's like, "Look at this."
Can't swim. It's drunk. All those shots.
They were ruthless as shit. They're like 50 miles from shore. He's drunk. He can't swim, and there's sharks. Any one of those single things would have taken out 380, but no, they had to pile all those on him. Can I even get my stuff back here? What's going on? Yeah, I couldn't believe I seen that, and then it was on the TV, so I recorded it and put it on the internet so people could see it. All right, so what do we got here? We got to go to live chat on both sides, and now, who do we got over here? Are we going to get people to actually admit that they're in this thing, or is this going to be some kind of scam chat battle? Like, it's kind of BS chat battle. Oh, does this work? Can I do this? What did I do? I put it, I didn't do anything. What did I do? I just made it smaller? Yeah, I just made it smaller. So now I can put them right next to each other. Go over here to live chat. Are you people on? Is this all happening in the same chat, or is it dividing my chats up? Can people start chatting or what? So yes, this is 100% certified authentic. It's also organic and free range. All right, so on the gun website side, we've got that side, and over here, oh wait, no we don't. Oh, do I just have the same thing open twice? Is that the problem? No, there's no, how do I figure it out now? Ugh, come on, man. So this one is gun websites on this side, and this one is Daily Gun Show. That's what I was thinking. Get rid of this, because I'm seeing them both over here. This is everybody a conglomerate. This is the Gun Websites channel. This is the Daily Gun Show channel. So let's confirm that we actually see. I have to keep flipping this to live. What's going on with this? Come on, YouTube. We'll confirm that we're actually seeing different people in the chats, which is fine. But are you telling me Woods? Call your sides over here. Call your sides. It looks to me like we got Makojo. Let's see. We got Makojo, Erstwhile, and Woods, and Biker Bob on the Daily Gun Show side, where they're supposed to be. And then on this side, all we got is DJ. Now he was at DJ and Gunmetal. However, Gunmetal usually just says hey and books out of here. And then Steven isn't even, we don't even know who Steven is. Are you interested in chat battling? Are you capable or competent enough to chat battle? And then what is all this about? You're just going into both because you think you can just jump back and forth and not get disqualified? So now Barbecue is over on this side. Where is Nightcrawler? Too many people on the one side here. This is lopsided. So now we got to figure out how to even this out. Where do we figure out how many people are in which one? Does it tell me anymore? Yeah, down here below, huh? So there's 11 over here and 12 over here. So I guess what? I guess it's going to be Steven and DJ on this side. Oh no, he's leaving. So it's just going to be DJ on the gun website side. Even though there's 10 people over there, nobody is going to get nothing except DJ. And then we got Barbecue over here and everybody else what I just said. So we're going to see if people are going to rise to the challenge or not. This thing tells me that 21 people are here. Oh, look, it even tells me if I hover over it, if I paid attention, that 10 of you are on the one side and 11 are on the other side. So you're either going to speak up or, yeah, otherwise we're going to have to do something else. So either people over on this one, the Gun Websites channel, start speaking up, or it'll just be DJ and Makojo switching over. He's switching teams. How come Rob is over here now? So I guess you start chiming in. So we're going to get teams of 5 since nobody wants to do anything to make themselves known. And imagine since it's a girl, we're going to go with Angelina on this side as the first captain. And then it's going to be some kind of a fight between Steven, DJ, and Makojo over here to become who wants to be the team captain on this side. Or if anybody else is out there, speak up because you're about to get a team captain happening right in front of you. You're about to get Biden. This is actually the left side, and this would be the right side in my reality. So just saying. Bob says he plays Dominions. Dominions? Dominions. Domino's Onions? All right, so now we gotta wait for some kind of lag, I suppose, and all the sleepy mopes on the website side to sign in. How many people are gonna sign in on this side? At some point we're gonna have to do something. So here's the thing. For the beginning of this show, until we can figure out who the teams are gonna be, let's get some ideas going on how you would do a chat battle in the era of I can open up, because this was a proof of concept, but I can open up a chat on both sides, have that on the screen, and we can literally be having a chat battle on the screen. Oh, I guess I can't make that happen. Oh, you know what I can do? I was prepared for this eventuality. Bam, right on, fuck. Kind of like right on top, you just can't read it good. Damn it. So I can go over here, and we'll grab this, and we'll take this, and we'll edit it in Paint, and I'm going to go ahead and make it a little smaller so I can see it. We'll open it a little bit bigger, select the whole thing that's colored, move it in like this, save that whole thing as something just like it. Oh man, I gotta go find it again. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, and then call it different name. Okay, get rid of that transparency. Oh, I guess I don't know where the hell I stuck it. So now I gotta go find it again. Boom. And now when we put that one on the screen, we got a chat battle. Oh, well, look over here is talking shit. I didn't even know I had it clicked on that. Boom. So now we got that on the screen. Puppy up there, go back to this. And then I can take that off of the screen. So yeah, this should work out pretty good. Let's see. Tennyson Gamut. I don't know what that is. So 2A and 2A and 2A. I like that. And so we got some questions out there already. What kind of ideas do we got for a chat battle in the era when I can put both chats on the screen? Back in the olden days of chat battle, when they first invented the chat battle and had to do it like the antique way, I would have to do all the work, of course. I would have to go into one chat and go into a second chat. And then, was there a third chat? I think I hosted a chat and then I went into a second chat. I don't even remember. It was so complicated. And it was pretty awesome. But now, unfortunately, nobody has the cojones to chat battle anymore. So now we can auto chat battle like this. We can open up the thing, have two teams, and chat battle. However, we need everybody to participate. So checking my lag time. Right on. Did that work? Did that work? So on this side, the right side, we have, oh man, gotta remember not to ever do that again. On the right side of the screen, we have what's the team's name going to be over here? Angelina is the captain because she's a girl and she gets to name the team. Over here, we have 3 grown men who have not figured out how to decide who's going to be the team captain. And then once we get a team, we'll figure out a name, I guess. However, they're losing team people. Nobody even wants to watch on this side. Everybody's leaving. They expect something better out of the Gun Websites channel. So this is beneath them, and they're not participating. Probably because y'all haven't picked a captain or a team name. Over on this side, we just, is the team name Checking My Lag? I mean, I guess that's a name. I don't understand the kids and their hip nomenclatures and whatnot. Is that a drugs? I don't know. Checking My Lag. I think it's Team Checking My Lag and Team, I don't know if this is a robot name or what this is. Is this still alive? This is a horrible wreck. A lot of times these shows can be good, and then a lot of times these shows are just me talking to a blank screen like this one. That's what's happening right now. So I don't know if everybody just went home or what happened, but now nobody's even typing in anything anymore. I'm going to refresh, and I guess that's the end. This was the theory, was to have a chat battle. But a bunch of people who don't type nothing or participate makes that pretty tough. I have an imaginary chat battle. Oh my goodness. So, Quiztema Aguilera. Quiztema Aguilera. So, team, however you say that. All right. Oh, like Christina Aguilera. So, Quiztema Aguilera. All right, now I get it. You nominating DJ? Somebody's got to do something here. So, any ideas? We got Woods out there, who's oftentimes a person with good ideas. We got Bob out there, even though he's Canadian. I've heard of good ideas. We got the Bishops, who have clever products and ideas. We got Rob out there, who I don't know. He says he's here. Maybe he had a good idea. Steven also is here. Barbecue. Unusually quiet this evening. So I feel like this chat battle was stolen. How did that happen? All right. So we'll see if anybody comes up with any ideas. Back in the day when we did chat battles, oh, it took forever. It would take like a day to set up a chat battle because we'd have different types of battles or different kinds of challenges. So we'll do one like this to get everybody going. So far, the Gun Websites channel, which you would think, 260,000 subscribers, 166,000 subscribers, right? 12 people watching over there. They are just not even participating, just sitting there dead. Look, that guy left, right? So now it's just like 9 women, DJ and Makojo, because I don't think either one of them is a woman. And then over here, we got 9 women and Biker Bob and Rob, and Erstwhile. So I'm trying to do the math. 9 women and 3 men. Miami to Oklahoma. Vectorize a helicopter. Well, that's man's work. If you were saying I'm gonna embroider, cross stitch a helicopter or knit a helicopter, that would make more sense to me. 357. What's going on over here? Oh no. They're just, somebody's asking if he needs to switch over to the other side. We're not assigning any calibers to any teams. I don't want to stoop to that. So in the past we've had, they haven't even come up with a name over here. Are you even trying on this side? I'm so disappointed with the YouTube side. I know DJ's trying and Makojo's out there. I can't figure out how to, if I click on this, it comes up on everybody's screen, right? So they're over there trying. But we need some more participation on that side. Really, really bad participation on that side. The Daily Gun Show side, jumping all over the place. So first off, how many thumbs we got? Got 6 over here, 7 over here. So it looks like this side's winning from thumbs. But there's a negative, so does that take it to 6? We'll have to make that a push for now. So that'll be a long-term one. We'll see what happens with the thumbs. And that's something that you may or may not have, the ability to go over here and thumb one down or thumb one up over here. I'm not saying. We're just going to see what happens with that. I think the first thing we should do is have someone attempt, because none of you are really able. A couple of you are able, but most of you are not able to link. But you can attempt to link to a picture of a revolver. And if it's a picture of one of your pictures of your revolver, then that takes precedence over who's first. So if we see a link to any revolver, that gets points. But if it's like a picture on Instagram or something of your revolver, then even if it's second, it would win. And everybody's going to see what happens right here live on the screen. So there's no faking this. This isn't a fake chat battle. Like there's a lot of copycat chat battles that come from other countries or other states. All the authentic chat battles come out of Arizona because we invented it. We know how to do it. Should you thumb down the other side morally or technically? I don't understand the question. If there were rules to the chat battle, we would have sat here having like a discussion about the rules. I don't believe there's any rules in a chat battle. These are chat battles. You're not supposed to kill anybody in the chat. That's about the only rule. Bam. I believe that's a picture of a revolver. And it's weird looking, but it ain't yours. But it doesn't matter because it was first. We'll have to see if the other side somehow trumps it. Oh shit, am I allowed to say that on the internet anymore? Somehow one-ups it. Oh man, are we allowed to use that as a definition of Trump? We'll have to use something else as a definition of Trump. I should quit using that word. I don't think I'm able to use that word on the internet anymore. Certainly not on platforms. Look how many people are ganging up on the poor YouTube side, and they're feeble. They are basically limping, like if they've enabled the millimeters. I don't think anything's happening. At this point, we're going to move on. So let's see. I think the next point, so that's 1 point over here, +1. How do I keep track? That's the first thing. Why don't we make the next, I'm going to put a +1, and I'm not allowed to do that. We'll see if it lets me type that. It did. So the next thing will be the first one that comes up with a game or a challenge is going to get 5 points for their team. It has to be one that I like and we might do. It doesn't have to be one that we do, because if I can use it in another chat battle, I'll give you the 5 points and steal the idea for later. But we're looking for an idea that we can use tonight in the chat battle, and that'll get you 5 points. At this point, we have 9 thumbs up for the Daily Gun Show side and 2 thumbs down. And then we have 7 thumbs up on the YouTube side. So it's still 7. How interesting. What's my snake's name? Bam! Bob has one called What is his snake's name? Now, here's the deal. I don't like that because it's creepy and weird. What is this? Shit's loads cheaper. I don't know what that means. We'll leave it in there, but I don't know what it means. What's my snake's name? We're going to call it Name a Pet of Bob, because Bob has had more than one pet, and I don't know what his damn snake's name is either. I don't even know you had a snake. Do they allow snakes in Canada? And I don't even want to know what a Canadian snake is. So we're going to say, what is the name of Bob's pet? And first off, that's 5 points right there. So 5, bam. So now the total over here is 6. I don't know how to spell, but I can add up to 6, right? So should I thumb down? But we won the thumb. Well, the thumbs round is going to go till the end. So that's a good question. The thumbs round will be an ongoing one. No points awarded until the end, but it'll be an end one. So you guys are up to noodle of 6. The question is, name one of Bob's pets. Go. Go. Both chats. Opportunity for both chats up in the air. You would think Bob would win because he's on that side and he should know the names of his own pets. Barbecue is posting a link to a revolver for his own team that we already got, so I'm not going to take points away. We know that he's probably not up there doing something weird. He's probably just Logie on the bacon, but good effort. Good effort. Well, that was barbecue. I thought that was Woods. So right on, you got it. But again, Logie on the barbecue. And Pliskin. Oh, you're saying the steak is named Pliskin. Hey, Bob, what's the name of your snake? I don't even know the name of Bob's snake. Coal Mine the Canary. I don't believe he has a canary, but I believe he does have a little puppy named Charlie. So boom, they get another. How many points did I say they get for that? I'm gonna say 1 point because I can't remember. So now they are at +1, and then that equals 7 for them. Unless Bob comes around finally and tells us that his snake is named Pliskin, which would be a good name for a snake. But he's Canadian. I don't know if he's seen any movies. Oh, snap. Does that happen? Did that really happen? Your snake is really named Pliskin? So now these people are going to have their point removed because they stole it. So their total is actually 6 to 7. And this side finally got a point. And then, oh crap, I don't have a 1 on my keyboard. There you go. You got your point, and total equals 1. All right. Got him from New York. Oh, I don't know if there's some weird Canadian joke there or what, but let's not make fun of New York. They're not allowed to have fun there anymore. All right, so next game. So Woods is saying, how did I get Mellow? I think everybody knows I stole Mellow. So the next one would be a challenge to either side, right? Or this side. How about, and links aren't easy, so we'll go with and anybody can participate, right? So anybody can feel free to participate. We'll go with the first one to name 3 models of a Ruger gun of any kind of Ruger, 3 models of any kind of Ruger, either from the Daily Gun Show side, who's at 6 points, or this side who has 1 side. And that'll be 1 point for each gun, but yeah, I'll just do it that way. So we got 1 point over here, +1. Daily Gun Show side sleeping, I guess. They don't even know what the names of Rugers are. Bam! That doesn't, Are you really? That's we're going to go with this. This is the kind of shenanigans that comes out of a little wise Alec in California. Really? This, I can understand. Kinda. Really? At least that's 3 different ones. But this, all right, we're done. That's enough. So I'm going to do it this way. +1 for DJ for being the one who came in and actually answered the question right off the bat. And then +1 because he also came in and put a whole nother, like he hit carriage return and then typed it again, right? And then there's this business. So I'm going to give Walt 1 over here for that laziness. I guess there was technically no rules. He didn't break a rule. He didn't technically do a loophole, but whatever. This ain't Jeopardy where everybody just is given points for no reason. So I think we're going to give the 2 points over here. That'll make your total 3, unless I'm incorrect. And that makes your total now 7, right? And then the next question will be, since there looks to be a bunch of people lining up on both sides and actually starting to type something, a lyric from a song that has a gun in it. And we're waiting because that shouldn't be that difficult. We've talked about this kind of stuff like yesterday. I think it was yesterday on the show. We talked about like a million different song lyrics that have guns in them. Still waiting. 68 guns, is that a lyric? Come on, how about more than 2 freaking words? Blow the man down. I'm about to delete people. I don't even care. I just delete. With that in mind, some guy, Budman something or another, was in here the other morning when Mello was having the hoops, and I didn't know what was going on because they came in being all weird, and I think they were honestly concerned about Mello, but I thought at the time that they were wishing ill on her, so I blocked them. But then I went back and read it, and I figured, okay, you're probably trying to be nice or just weird, or I took it wrong. So I unblocked that person, which I fucking hardly ever do. I almost never unblock people. All right, so pump iron, big iron on his hip. Oh, okay. I don't know. Are we counting 68 guns, a battle cry, blow the man down? 68 guns will never die. I've never even heard of that before. This I've heard of before. And did we say how many points this was? I guess we're going to say 1. Mainly because there's no rules and you can sue me. And 2, I don't know if I said. So now the total is 8, 2, 3. All right, so let's see. Now we got a bunch of people over here. The thing is, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. Well, it's boring. If I can, I guess, technically flip this thing over and highlight things just on one side, but that's kind of weird. So I'm not going to bother. So again, basically what we got is a whole bunch of people who are on the Gun Websites channel side and a bunch of people that are on the Daily Gun Show side, and you're all sort of playing on teams. So DJ is the team captain on the Gun Websites channel side, and Angelina is the captain, even though she's a girl, on the Daily Gun Show side. So the next one would be the next one for 3 points. There we go. The next one for 3 points is linked to something from the Alan Anchor website on this. Like, it has to be something good, not just any link, but a good link in the thing. You're probably not going to be able to link it, but if I see the thing show up, since I'm the boss of both channels, I should be able to see it show up. Like a shot from a 45, true death, 400 horsepower of maximum performance. You guys are all still typing things in here. So now we're waiting for a link from something good from the Alan Anchor website, which is alananchor.com. The Rip-Off Arizona patch that is made off of a flag that is from the Arizona thing. Nothing on this side. Echoes. Do we say how many points that was? I should not say how many points it is because I obviously don't retain it. You're going to get a point because you're slaughtering the other side. So +1, and that'll bring your total to 9. And I got to start putting stuff in. So it's going to be a battle at this point. There's going to be a battle here because right now you're being wailed on. This side, the left side, right? You're getting wailed on. This side, oh, come on. Is wailing on you. So we're going to start doing stuff for 5 points. 5 points. 5 points. Let's see a link to. No, you don't have to link to. How about mention one of our firearms museums and the city and state that it's in, all in the same line, not 3 different hit carriage returns, but the name of a firearms museum, the city and state that it's in. The first one with a correct one will get 5 points, and the one who has the best firearm museum out of the answers will get an additional 5 points. So we'll do it like that. We're going to have a fight where we walk down an alley at each other while snapping our fingers aggressively to a beat. I guess if you want to be cliche, I was thinking more of like a football field. J.M. Davis, Claremore, Oklahoma. Nice. And that's also a heavy hitter. John Browning Museum, Ogden, Utah. Another very nice one. Is there anything they can possibly do? You could have picked a worst one for me. I hate the Cody, Wyoming Museum because they hate me. The J.M. Davis Claremore. Well, we got 2 for that one. But they got Dragon Man, they got Jim Browning, and the J.M. Davis. There's literally only like 5 other awesome museums. But I'm pretty sure they slaughtered you. And they're going to get both points, which means that, because right over here, what's going on? We got Pink Panther coming up with the Cody Museum. You don't even want to know. Cody Museum, go suck a egg. And then nothing. We're getting nothing from this side. So I feel like they're not even 2A. This side, bam, like every good answer. So we're going to get +5 for the first. We're going to have to do +5 for the best too, because now we get it from Rob. Good effort. Jane Davis and Claire Morrow, but you're basically copying off Gary, who had it with capitalizations and everything. If I had to use this for something, I could have totally used it for something. Although this one is pretty damn good too, so you get extra credits. You can get 1 point for that. You're doing a good answer there. So you guys are up to, you gals and guys, sorry, I don't know the appropriate term, I'm not sure the woke term for y'all. I can't spell. Total equals 10. And over here, I do believe they just did the chat battle equivalent of kicking you in the nuts, because now they are at total equals 13, which is an awesome number. And they just kick you in the nuts, technical quiz-wise. Quiztema Aguilera was crushing it until this last one. Extra points for capitals, extra points for capitalization that is useful. Heck yeah, because look at that. Bam. But look at this. Bam. Very nice also. DJ went to the extra credit of putting in dots in there too. But then he ruined the whole thing with his lowercase Oklahoma. Hey, it's not me. It's just that I get yelled at whenever I don't do it right, whenever I present something. All right, so I am still going to look for, or we're going to go back to 3 points potential. This way I can remember how many points for another chat battle quiz or question. So the first one to come up with another question for the chat battle will get that 3 points. And because we have to get better at multitasking, the first one to come up with a picture of a lever action revolver or lever action rifle, not a pistol, but a lever action rifle, you'll get 3 points for the lever action picture and 5 points for if it's your lever action rifle. Now you guys just talking to each other, you go get a room. So we're looking for another question to use in the chat battle. And then we were looking for a picture of a lever action rifle, which happened so immediately that we have certainly distracted her from whatever helicopter business she was trying to do. But bam, that's the 3 points right there. And now we're waiting for someone who can drop someone on the website side who can drop a lever action rifle that's theirs. Do you even have enough FUDs over here? And then we're still waiting for somebody to offer a question that we can use. And a question that isn't about Europe, and I know the answer to. So that one doesn't work on either one of those fronts because I don't keep track of European history. No, you can't ask the question that you already know the answer to, but I hear what you're saying. So no. What's a drip rifle? That's interesting. I don't know what that is. How about not like a question necessarily, but like a challenge or something that you can't just know the answer to, and then I ask it and then you immediately just say the answer, because that's not necessarily fair to the other side. I know that works for Democratic politicians, but for us, let's make it at least possible for their side to do something. Name the owner of a Glock. That's pretty easy because everybody that's good has a Glock. So again, I'm not asking for specifically trivia questions that you all already know the answers to, so I'll quit asking that. But you know, some other challenge that we can rise to, that would be interesting. What gun? It was the lever action. So on the gun website side, the only thing you guys can do for the picture at this point would be to show a lever action rifle that you owned, and you could sneak 5 points away from them. How many patents did Browning have? Okay, those are more questions. All right, so instead what we'll say is, how about, why don't we have someone find a banner from a 2A rally, present or past? A banner from a 2A rally in anywhere, from Instagram or from the internet or from a website or from your files or something. But thanks for all these questions. I'll try to go back and mine all these questions out and turn them into trivia questions so that, because they're all good trivia questions. Erstwhile has a great thing though. Show pictures of famous guns. Famous guns. Play whose gun was this. That's what we're looking for. So boom, that is a +3 right there. So that was a +3 for that picture and a +3 for this. So that's that's 16 over here. 16 over here. 16 over here. So total of 16. Nice. We still didn't get a picture of a lever action over here, so y'all aren't getting any of these, but I do want to appreciate everybody for putting in ideas for questions for trivia. So I'm going to give you everybody a point for the questions they put in there. So name of the owner of Glock, even though that's fake, I can turn that into a question. So that's 1. What gun show should be going on right now? I like that. That's going to be 2. What is Barbecue's real name? He doesn't have a real name. What gun shows should be going on right now? You already got that. So 2. That's going to be +2 for this side. And then that'll bring your total to 15. And then on this side, what century were guns introduced to Europe? They didn't keep track because in Europe they only used they took a charcoal stick and wrote it on a piece of bark. So none of that survived. There's no way to know the history of Europe. Such a trick question. What is a drip rifle? I don't know what that is, so we're going to say that's a question. The first cartridge revolvers were produced around 1856 by what company? We'll say that's a question, so that's 2. What does a fart and fart 15 stand for? I guess we'll call that a question. That's 3. How many patents did Browning have? That's another one. That's 4. Oh, it's not letting you link? So if you don't see me seeing it, then I guess it's not letting you. I thought when y'all link that it's going to show up and show me that you tried to link. So that's probably been an advantage for the moderators. But there's no moderators on the Daily Gun or on the gun website side, I guess. So it's not like it's been an advantage to Angelina, basically. She's cheating. She's using her privilege, moderator privilege. But the rest of you could have appropriated moderator lifestyle and done it, but you didn't. So anyway, drip rifle was 4, fart rifle was 4 Browning patents, and then show pictures, that's a real one. What year was the Beretta? So that would be 5. I don't want to know what you got going on over there and then why you can't participate, but whatever. So we're going to give them +5 for all of those questions, just out of kindness. So you were at 16, I believe, and now that's +5, so that'll be a total of 21. So now to the team captains, are you interested in playing for 10 points? Or should we keep playing for 5 points? It's not my fault for not having a wrench, or is it your fault for not having a wrench? Touché. What was the first patent of a gun in American? I don't know, so I can't ask that one, but that is a good one. So we're going to quit asking that question and instead offer the challenge of the first one to name a YouTube channel of a person who was on gun channels. You just have to say it. You don't have to put the URL in there. So you're all hearing it at the same time. The first one to type in for 3 points the name of a person or a channel that was on gun channels. Yankee was barely ever on gun channels, so you don't get points for that. Pink's Lobby was definitely on gun channels. Oh, he voted for himself. Is that weird? Woods voted for Gary. I got to give it to Pink. Even though it's weird that he voted for himself. I'm going to give it to Pink. So that's 24 on that side. So next, 24. Next, we'll make it a little bit different. Everybody gets just one guess. I'm asking if you guys wanted to play for 10. You said yes, play for 10. And Angelina said, Hosh. So I don't know if he was ever on gun channels ever. Bob says you should play for 10 points. Bob taking over that team? Okay, so now we have a 10-point question. Dang, I just had a good question and then I drank. I totally forgot what the question was. So for 10 points. Okay, here's how it goes. Everybody gets one answer, and I don't know how many people are playing. Allegedly, there's 14 people on each side. And I don't know if there's 7 of you watching both sides. There's really no reason to watch both sides, right? So I'm only going to accept up to 14 answers, period, from each side, right? But go ahead and answer, and then to the best of our group's ability, the one who has the oldest or earliest member of Gun Channels is going to win 10 points. I already wrote that in there. So this is for 10 points. Everybody just gets one answer, so don't be reading off like 1,000 answers or anything. So, and I'm not going to remember, so I don't have a list somewhere. So we're going to, you can answer, each person can answer once. So you can have a total of a bunch of answers, and we're going to figure out together which one. And I'll say go, and I'm going to say stop. So the answers have to come in between these little placeholders so that we're not wasting all night. So I'll blab for a little while, and what we'll do is watch a deal here, and when the thing comes out of this deal here, what we'll be doing is seeing who has the oldest member of Gun Channels listed on the screen. All right, so now we're getting a bunch of stuff happening. So let's see. So we had the go. Angelina says pink. Bob says Gun Channels. And then now, is it oldest in the group or oldest in general? Well, the one who's been on Gun Channels the longest, not the oldest, because we all probably, I think Bob is the oldest. I don't know if Bob is the oldest now that you say that. But anyway, we don't know who the oldest one is. I didn't keep track of ages. And I also put in there that I don't count because obviously I built it. I'm not even a member technically. I don't know if Haas was ever a member either. Some of these people might have technically been members, but, you know, hung around and did anything. Pink, are you saying you were number 47? Anyway, so what do we got? We got Pink, we got Haas, and Gun Channels. Oh, I guess I should say stop. So I'm going to say stop. Now we got stop. So now we got Marco, Biker Bob, Dead Horse, and Pink. So that's a bunch of answers. On this side, we got Pink and Haas and Got Guru. So Pink knows what's going on because Ralph built the thing with me. And he wasn't the first one on there. But were you saying you were 47? I don't remember anybody's thing. So I think I don't remember when Marco showed up either, but it definitely wasn't Dead Horse. I'm pretty sure he was later on. And if Pink was number 47, then it certainly wasn't Pink. So it was probably Glock Guru, who was Ralph. And I don't remember. Bob, do you remember what number you were? I know Bob was there in the beginning, but it wasn't like everybody ran over and signed up. So, and then a whole bunch of people signed up. Okay, you can still remember the number. I know that we've had chats where we all sat around and I could look up the numbers back in the day when everything was still running, and you know we'd sit around telling everybody their numbers. I just don't remember. So I'm going to think it was Marco. So that'll be 10 points to the to the Quizulera Aguilera, right? So that'll make their total 34. Mr. Knives, holy shit, I don't know when Mr. Knives came around. That's a good question. So that's the total of 34. Now, is it possible for the channel that the team that has no name over here that has refused to give us a name for their channel or for their team? Is it possible for them to come back? Because right now they are at 15. Is that really where you are? Yeah, you're at 15 and they're at 34. It looks like we're seeing a beating, seeing a slaughtering. So let's see. Why don't we say name a place in Missouri, or if you pronounce it Missouri, that we have stopped at on the Gun Show Loophole Tour. And that'll be worth 10 points. Name a place in Missouri that we stopped at on the Gun Show Loophole Tour. I have been in Branson, but I didn't specifically stop in Branson. So that is an answer, and I don't know if I'm going to take Bass Pro, and I'm definitely not going to take Springfield. Name a destination that I went to on the Gun Show Loophole Tour. Not a place I walked through or went in, past, but a destination in New Jersey, in Missouri. And I don't go to, when have I ever been like, I'm going to go to a town and then just stand in a town, right? I go to places like that exist, right? And then I do things like take pictures of them and stand there and do live videos in there. And then I name my tour after things, visit 200 or something things. I don't go to like a town. I'm not asking what towns did I drive through. Oh, there we go. The NRA National Sporting Arms Museum in Branson, Missouri, or wherever it is. But thank you very much. So that's 10 points. 10 desperately needed points to the no-name team over here that refuses to give you a name. So their total is now 25 points. Since that was so difficult, and that is obviously a good quiz question, why don't we just go ahead and follow it up with name a destination that we stopped at on Gun Show Loophole Tour in the state of California, which will also be worth 10 points. So name a place in California that we stopped at on the Gun Show Loophole Tour. And if you say LA, that doesn't count. If you say the desert, that doesn't count. If you say near a lake, that doesn't count. LA Police Museum, boom. Allen Anchor, boom. But Bass Pro was pretty damn close, but it's like the biggest Bass Pro in the world. It's the size of a mall, and I basically walked in and straight over to that museum. So that's why and you guys also are clobbering them. So I figured I would have mercy and give them a little points for that one, or give them an opportunity at least. But yeah, I would say LA Police Museum, which is rocking it with their Instagram page. Right now, I would go over there and promote it, but unfortunately they are mourning, and I don't really want to get sad. So they are a cool Instagram page as well. No, I should show you something over there, Angelina, since this is the best way to do it probably. If you go to the Instagram and then you click on, how do I get to the circles? I got to click on this and then the circles. And find the ones I've already looked at are down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So are you seeing this? Boom. Do you see this right here? It's happening right there on the screen. If I link to this, does this link to it? I figured I'd tell you about that because you might be interested in that little thing they got going. They've got these, I think back in the olden days, the police would walk up to these with a key and there was a telephone in there and they could call it, paddy wagon or whatever. And then at some point they got radios or something else happen. So they quit using these. So they're using them now for like, I don't know, street lights or sprinkler systems because they look cool as hell and they say City of LA on them and the city already owns them. So they're going around and doing a thing with the Los Angeles Police Museum, which is, again, a really cool museum. And they're doing something where they're painting these things and putting them places. And it's some sort of Instagram kind of interesting thing. So anyway, and that's the thing. they don't tell you where they are. It's sort of like if you find them as you're driving around. So it's another thing to be distracted by and to be paying attention to that isn't like a child or some little baby running after a beach ball or whatever happens in LA on the streets. I've seen enough Rockford Files and Cannons to know Los Angeles is insane. You never want to drive around in Los Angeles. All right, so some Greek food I took you guys out to dinner at. Boom, there's a nice answer. So thanks again, Night Prowler, who was one of the people on the chat who's fed me. So I like that answer. For 10 points, name somebody who has fed me, who is in the chats right now. And Night Prowler doesn't count because I just said it. There's other people in here who have fed me before that are in here. Name one of them, and you'll get 10 points. People that have paid to put food in me in real life. Bam, has Bob ever paid to put food in me? He probably has, so you're going to get it for that. Pink has definitely paid for food for me. In fact, I went to $1,000 dinner with Pink one time. Definitely Angelina has. I think. Did I pay for that food or did you pay for that food? She might have paid for that food, I don't think. So I'm going to give this one to the side that's... No, wait, no. Erstwhile was first, right? Dang, now I can't even remember. Is it possible to do a rewind on my own chat? Some Greek food I took you guys out to dinner at, or whatever happens in LA on the streets. I've seen enough acted by and to be paying attention to that isn't like a child or something. Greek food I took you guys out to dinner. Greek food I took you guys out to dinner at. Greek food I took you on the chat who's fed me. So I like that answer. For 10 points, name somebody who has fed me, who is in the chats right now. And Night Prowler doesn't count because I just said it. There's other people in here who have fed me before that are in here. Name one of them. You'll get 10 points. People that have paid to put food in me. Real life. Yep, it was definitely Erstwhile. We can definitely play back and do our own replays. So that's the kind of technology that we've got. Okay, so total 44. So that makes your total 54. All right, so here's the question. Look, I don't know if you people have gambling problems or what, but you're at 54 on the Daily Gun Show side, probably because you're more competent, you're really sharp, you're on top of it. But we got all the intellectuals over here, all the theoreticians, right, over here. And there's 15. They're missing one person over here. Got Edge over here now eating pancakes. So on this side, you're at 25 points, right? Over here, it's at 50 points. Are you willing, are you able to do a 25-point question? Step this up. Or are you not ready for that kind of point inflation? And while we're waiting to see if the team captains are willing to play at that kind of level for those kind of stakes, why don't we put in here the first one to link to a Guns and Barbecue video, or to name a Guns and Barbecue video, like copy and paste the title of a Guns and Barbecue video. The Quizulera Aguilera team is definitely interested in 25-point question, and the Desperate Gun Websites team refuses to come up with a name for their own team. Just downright refuses to come up with a name, remains nameless. They are also desperate enough that they'll go for a 25-point question. Man, we just got a
Howdy,
barbecue.
y'all. Welcome back.
Gross ass Pulse Park thing. So, right there, 10 points, I say, for that one. Just get slaughtered. 64 points total. This is why back in the olden days of the Coliseum and stuff, they could never do it with a chat battle because it was too ruthless, right? Like people would vomit, like little kids would grow up with horrible nightmares and stuff. Pants just found 25 points in Pennsylvania, which is too bad because this team needed it. Damn. No, I know. Sorry about that. You needed to put a title because we figured out that you can't put links in here. It's YouTube's tyranny. YouTube's tyranny. So sorry about that, Makojo. You just needed to add a title for that one. So now I have to come up with a 25-point question. I thought I had a 25-point question. Let's see. Need a 25-point question. Why don't we put for a 25-point question a challenge to be the first team to come up with a funny way to. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. Now, this is 25 points. I'm putting this in here so I don't forget because otherwise I'll forget. This is going to be a tough one. And I don't know if you're going to be able to do it. I'm going to say go. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start it off with a sentence, and then y'all are going to have to figure out an order and make a Mad Libs and finish the sentence, and then we're going to vote on which one has the best finish to the sentence. Right, so they're getting, I just bought A, and then you're getting, I just shot A. Don't be weird. So, yeah, that's a challenge. So you're going to have to figure it all out. I'm going to put the sentence in there, and y'all are going to have at least 3 responses to this question. So, so that we can identify them from all your other stuff. This will be number 1, right? And use the same thing. Whenever you figure out what number 2 is going to be, and in 2 dash, and then the third one will be 3 dash, and then the fourth one will be 4 dash, and then we'll read them like that. The first, the second, the third, and the fourth line. So some kind of Mad Libs, finish this line better than the other team, and figure out how to work together to make that happen. And in the meantime, so that everybody else isn't super bored, we're going to, what are we going to do? Can I watch a thing? Nothing to watch over here. That would be boring. We can watch that. That would be loud. I guess I don't have anything over here, even though I got all kinds of extra gizmos and stuff. I don't know. Maybe this is a bad one. See, got weird. Got weird and gross all of a sudden. And then, like I say, this might be too difficult of a challenge. But if it was super easy, then it would have gone smoothly, and it wouldn't be interesting. And this way, it also challenges more than just a bunch of people sitting on easy chairs, smoking cigars, and sipping on brandy. I don't know what you people do. What do people do when they listen to this show? I'm assuming y'all sit around smoking expensive cigars and sipping brandy because it's evening. What else do you do in the evening? So, yeah, I don't know how this is working. The team captains could have jumped in and said something like, you know, Woods, you got the second line, and then Makojo, you got the third line, or Bishop, you finish it, and Pants, you set it up. You know, like some kind of quick thinking sand volleyball. What's that called? Beach volleyball type of thing. So Pink is working. He's got an excuse. Ozzy's not even showing up anymore. We don't even know if Ozzy's around. But that's another one who works. He would have an excuse. So I think we're going to have to default to something else because this one collapsed. Can we edit 25th Amendment? Oh, can we 25th Amendment the captains? Nice. Now I get it. Luckily, well, maybe not luckily. I don't know if you're going to get kind of feedback from your captain like that. And Nancy would demand it, right? So the gun channel side or the gun website side is wailing on it, even though there's no rhyme or reason. And this side has just mutinied. I believe there's some kind of mutiny. And if you mutiny against a girl, are you allowed to do that anymore? I think that's extra illegal. So I don't know what to do. So now this is 25 points. It's just all over the place. But we're going to try to figure out what the heck just happened here. So it's over. So we're going to go, not the whole thing, but this question is certainly over. So the gun website side was challenged with, I just bought A, and it came out with an Altor for my carry gun, or I just bought affordable ammo, or I just bought a burrito as big as my head, or I just bought a patch from G-Webs or Gear Websites, or I just don't know, whatever. So then, or I just bought a ticket to the races, and then basically everybody just wrote answers to that. I bought ammo for way too much. I just bought a Senator. All right, so the other side is I just shot A, and then it just got horribly horrible. And then somebody decided to try it on Nancy Pelosi, their team captain. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. We're going to give this side some points because they just efforted a whole bunch, but they efforted like somebody without their dentures wailing on some corn on the cob. So it's just gross. Like, I don't know what happened. It just happened a lot. So we're going to say you get 5 points. So you got a total of 30. All right. And then over here, nothing. Let's just say you've learned some lessons on teamwork. And I've learned about how to make up a dumbass question that was impossible for a text chat to answer. So next, why don't we go with what color was the second Every Second Matters patch that wasn't black and white? So there was a whole bunch of black and white Every Second Matters patches. What was a color of the, like, what was the second ones that had a color? And I got to go look as soon as all you got. All right, so they were all black and white for a while, and then they came out in color, and then they came out in color again. What was one of those second run of colors? So it wouldn't be the first time they were a different color, but the second time they were a different color. And we still have not seen an answer to that. The first time they were pink and green. So a bunch of you are just saying green, which was one of the first times. There's never been a brown, so it's not brown. Orange was like next to the last. Flat dark earth. Punk is not a color. Flat dark earth is the answer because that was the twist rate. So I'm always saying, hey, you know what we need? Oh, gross. Yeah, I went to pick a dog hair out of my mouth, and I obviously have stuck my hand in something gross. Oh, I should probably mute for this. I gotta go rinse my mouth out. I went to pick out a dog hair off my tongue, and I have like solvent or something on my hand. So I was like, I better get this out of my mouth before I poison myself. Where the hell were we? The Every Second Matters patches being Flat Dark Earth or whatever? Yep, I don't know. I almost poisoned myself. That doesn't make a good tactical quiz. Or a chat battle. Excuse me. It's a tactical quiz, but it's technically also a chat battle. So how many points was that supposed to be for? Did I even say? It's this side. So, I mean, they're just creaming y'all. 64 points. How did it get to 64 points? Oh, I gave you a couple of weird points for single point things. All right. So 10. Dang it. So that is 74 over here. Am I wrong? 74? Damn. And over here, total of 30. And this is just sad. It's kind of sad. Maybe it's because you never picked a team name. You know, I don't know. So we're at about an hour and 20 minutes. I don't think it's legal to have a dual channel chat battle last more than 90 minutes these days because of the new interpretations of the Second Amendment or whatever. But let's keep in mind that not only were we the first channel to ever go live and talk about guns on YouTube, but we are also the first channel to ever simultaneously go live on 2 channels and have a chat battle where we turn our audiences against themselves, against each other. Nobody else pit 2 people against each other in real life in an honest chat battle. Not quite to the death, but to the winners. So let's see. What's the total? The total is 30 on your side, and the total is 74 over here. I really believe the only way to win this is with a 50-point question. I just don't think these people have the cojones to do a 50-point question. The first chat battle that was the 25th was what? First chat battle that the 25th was used to, oh, that's true, to remove the team captain. From now on, we're going to have a team captain and a vice team captain in case anyone invokes the 25th Amendment. Come on, man. It's hard to have a chat battle of wits against an unarmed opponent. Nice. I should give them I'm going to give them 3 points for that. So, sorry. It's just, oops, 3 points, sorry. That's happening. If you don't like the rules, then talk to Nancy Pelosi. Maybe she can impeach my ass. Total equals 77 points. It's a cooler number anyway. All right, so let's see. Why don't we go with, so a 50-point question. Are we on? 50 points, walk away, put it all on the table. I have to come up with a 50-point question now. Ugh. So I'm the one doing all the work here. I don't even need the vice president. We will go with, all right, we got a begrudging, I guess, on this side, even though they had plenty of points. I think even if this side got 50 points, they would only beat you by 6. So we got an I guess, and obviously this side's going to take it. So here's how it's going to go. The first one to post something new on the Instagram. So somebody has to go post something on Instagram, anything really, but maybe a picture. Why don't we say the first one to post a picture of the chat battle happening right now, so that it's not just anything that you might have queued up so that you could cheat. But in order to prove that you're watching this, the first one to go on Instagram and use the hashtag chat battle so that we can see it show up. And we'll know it because it shows up under chat battle. So you have to now go to Instagram and use the hashtag chat battle so that it shows up over here. Tag me, I guess, or something so that I see it. And then we'll see chat battle. There's 27 posts in chat battle somehow. How's all this cheap ass shit that's horking my chat battle post? Bunch of weirdos in other countries horking my chat battle tag, fuckers. So let's go find my other one. Chat battles. Battles. Oh, that's not me either. Okay. So go to this one. All right, we'll go back to Instagrams. Bam. Done. That's asking too much from your computer illiterate ass. Yeah, well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And I'm pretty sure that it was too much. Oh, we got it done on DJ side and a done on Pink side. So let's go to my Instagram. Oh no, I can't do it on my Instagram. Sorry. I can go to chat battle though. Hashtag chat battle. Is there a recent? Most recent. Bam, Alan Anchor. Didn't even have time to chat that she did it, and there it is. Bam. But let's see if we can get, this says 1 minute ago. Now we're going to go to DJ. 1 minute ago. And then, who's the other one? Pink? Oh, he's got it on his phone. Picture of a phone. How freaking hardcore is that? 1 minute ago. Dang. That's tough. They're all 1 minute at each other. We got 2 on the one side. Oh, I don't know. Dang. I don't know. That's a tough one. I figured that would be a challenge, but I'm gonna give them both 50 points. I feel like everybody deserves 50 points for that one. So you're gonna get a total of 80 over here. However, you're gonna get a total of 127. So not that it was a wash, it's just everybody did fucking good. Barbecue just emails me some questions so that he can cheat and then know the answers to the questions. See how that works? We saw your little cheat there. Yeah, we definitely need another one at the 50-point level. I like these challenges, but I don't ever know what to use as a thing. So I'm going to say go, right? And then what we're going to do is have both. I want to try to do something that both teams can be a part of. Because allegedly there's 8 people who are watching the gun website side. Oh. Everybody's left because they can't handle this kind of excitement this late at night. They can't fall asleep after watching this. Plus, if they watch it with their ladies, then their ladies are like, hey, I can't keep watching. So I'm going to say go, and then you're going to have the opportunity to list as a team as many separate, each line separately, none of this Walt, comma business, but every line separately, whoever's team comes up with the most number of unique, so look at what other people are typing and make it easier for me, the one who has to do all the work here, unique why don't we make it variants of 45 ACP firearms of all types? So the most answers with unique types or variants of firearms that are of the 45 ACP variety. And we'll do this for a little bit of time to give everybody a minute to get to the machines and their gizmos. Everybody can answer as many times as they want because it's a collaborative effort. And as you'd expect, the Daily Gun Show side is just kicking the crap out of them. Is this revolvers? The F. We get revolvers on this side. Did that just happen? You can watch YouTube on a phone? Revolvers, models of guns that shoot 45 ACP. Derringers doesn't count either. That's just as bad. Oh my goodness. It was like watching Pink's Charger haul ass out of the start. It's like smoke coming out of the wheels. And then DJ's over there with like one of them soapbox racers, not on an incline, and nobody's pushing him. It's like, what the hell? Didn't you realize what kind of race this was? Oh my goodness. At least it's exciting for the viewers. Now, I don't know if there's a lot of betting going on, if there's a lot of wagering on this. A lot of times chat battles a lot of people will wager on these things. Holy moly. It's not even close. Look at this side. I have to scroll. I have to scroll 2 wiggles. Oh my goodness. And then they just took every Glock model on you. Oh, that's what happens when you compete with somebody from California. They're just going to pull out the instructions and show you how it's done. Oh, my goodness. This is sad. I'm going to have to end it just so that it's like when you're a referee and you see a Jean-Claude Van Damme and then that one dude from the Little Rascals. So it's Jean-Claude Van Damme on one side and this guy on the other side. And they pair off. That's what happened right here. It's at first I was like, is this really happening? And then I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta end this. I feel bad as the referee. So we're gonna start to end this. It's gonna end. It's gonna end. I'm gonna end this side first because it's fair to end that side first, and then we'll end this side. That's like slowing down a rocket car with a parachute version. Look, even after I said end, like immediately more answers were coming in. Over here, it's like asking the elephant to slow down or something. Okay, can you not keep walking? All right. I don't even think I can count. Holy moly. And it was mostly the team captain. Not doing all the work, but a girl did have to work over her. Oh, man. So let's see. Just out of courtesy, we got revolvers. So it's like when you go to, what's that thing? That one show? The Family Feud or whatever. And it's like, name something that you put in your mouth. And then it's like food or like, I don't know, a balloon. Like, well, all right. Okay, so 1911, obvious, good one. Glock 30, one of the better Glocks. Obvious, good one. Glock 21, another good one. So that's like 3. Pistols. What the fuck, dude? Colt Defender. Yeah, so that's 4. Colt Gold Cup. All right, 5. Colt, I don't know, is this just making shit up? I don't know what an XSW is, but I guess we'll give that to you. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a high point, 7. Colt, 8. Glock 36, 9. Car is 10. And a high point, what's a JHP? Is that the handgun, I guess? I forget, is that 10? And then Kimber is 11. And a Rossi is 12. Am I right? Or did I screw up? I think that's 12. Oops, just 12. All right. And then we got on this side, 1911, Liberator. Come on. Colt Double Eagle. All right. Thompson. Come on. CZ. I guess that counts, even though it's fake. And then a Walther. That's 5. Derringer. No. P2, whatever. Yeah, 6. Mac 10. That should get 2 points, but 7. 1917. That's some, are you making an ass out of me? Is that a joke? I don't know what that is. Jericho, 941. Okay, that's 8. Block 21 is 9. Block 30 is 10. Block 21 is 11. 36 is 12. 41 is 13. Single Action Army. I just don't feel like giving you that point because you wailed on them. It would be sad to see a girl wail on somebody that many times. And then he says sign P220. That probably means SIG. So that's 14. An A80, I don't know what that is. So, I don't know, 10. Beretta Storm, 11. Getting a little congratulations, even though you may or may not be 25th out of there early. And then, Barbecue was wagering that they wouldn't even pick a name over there. And then it ended. So I think that was like, oh snap, was that 11 to 12? No. Was it? There's no way this thing went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, really. Right? 13. And then this side had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Oh, yeah. They won. it looked a lot worse because you guys took off, boom, and then I guess y'all just stopped and had some drinks at the end of the racetrack, and this one was a more slow and steady. All right, so you concede. What's up with that? So I guess at that point, we're gonna go with it's just a slaughter. The Daily Gun Show team won, and it's time to fight. Now we'll take a look at the thumbs. Let's see what happened with the thumbs. We have 8 up and 1 down on this side, so that's a total of 7 thumbs on this side. We have 14 and 11, which is only 3 on this side. So somehow the Daily Gun Show side got a bunch of thumbs downs. And we don't know if that's the 9 people over here or what. But yeah, that definitely happened. So I don't know how they're going to be 18 on one side and 11 on the other side. And then this one didn't even, nobody bothered over here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You'd think the site or the channel with 160,000 subscribers, that somebody would do something. And the site with like 1,000 has all these thumbs. Doesn't make any sense. But maybe I have to refresh this side. Something at the site. No, there's like 11 thumbs on that side. So what are you going to do? Boom, there's a chat battle. This won't happen on those daytime quote-unquote gun chats because 1, they're feeble, they can't do it. 2, they won't do it because they don't care about you or respect you. And 3, they're just boring as hell and they won't do fun stuff. So that was a chat battle. Hopefully in the future, when we randomly pick sides and y'all team up, we'll have an evener situation. But in this case, it's obviously that this side who picked people like Erstwhile and Pants and Rob and where's Bob? Bob and Bishops and Pink. I think that's everybody that played over there. Oh, and Night Prowler, is he still out there? Eventually I'll find where he's in there. Boom. They pretty much slaughtered in a chat battle sense the slaughtered victims of DJ side, which include Makejo, R.I.P., and Woods, who voluntarily went over and took one in the guts, like a sloppy 45 ACP round in the guts for the team. And was anybody else over here? You 3 had to pull it off. Maybe that's part of the reason Angelina ganged up on you with her street gang tactics of LA with like 100 people on her team, and y'all had 3 over here or something. What's sad is that y'all had to do that in front of 160,000 people. So you only had 1,000 people looking at you and egging you on or encouraging you to do crazy things. 166,000 people watch this team just get wailed on, just get beat by a girl. And it was on the internet and it's there forever, but that's what happens sometimes. And we're all kind of getting wailed on by Nancy Pelosi. So we could have fun like this, but we could also remember that eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. And with that, thanks everybody for watching and listening, and we'll be back to pick you up later.